We've only had one person who's won in business and became the king of New York, became a billionaire. That's one. Two, he won in media. #1 show, Apprentice, 15 years in a row. 3, he becomes a president. So he won in business, he won in media, he won in politics. Again, there's never been a person who's done that. Like I said, whether you love him or hate him, you have to respect him. Mr. President, it's great to have you.
That was a nice introduction.
Yes.
Thank you very much.
You are a one of one.
Yeah, let's end the show right now.
Okay, so Barack Obama, he's at this event, he's speaking.
Right.
And he's given this message about your economy, how great the economy was. And then at the end of it, he says, you didn't build that economy, I built this. I kind of want to get your reaction on this talk that is given. Rob, if you can put that up.
And the reason some people think...
Bro didn't even wait. He came in hot. He was locked in the chamber. He had that shit ready to rip, dude. He's like, come on, let's start talking about Barack Obama. He's a piece of shit. He's lying about saying he built the economy that's real good.
Wow, I don't know. I remember that economy when he first came in being pretty good. Yeah, it was pretty good because it was my economy. We had 75 straight months of job growth that I handed over to him. It wasn't something he did. I had spent 8 years cleaning up the mess that the Republicans had left me the last time. So just in case everybody has a hazy memory, he didn't do nothing except those big tax cuts.
So how do you feel about this when you see him saying this last week?
I think he's angry. He pretends not to be, but I think he's an angry guy. He's a nasty guy.
Dude, seeing Trump in a gamer chair gives me so much heart. It gives me so much joy. Like him just like him just like going back and forth, side by side, just like, yes, he's angry. He's an angry little man.
He's got a little bit of an edge, and he's angry about a lot of things. You look at what happened with Biden, and you look at what he did with Biden. He really hurt Biden because I'm not sure he wouldn't have imploded anyway. We had the debate, and he was down quite a bit, and they walked out, and they just took it away from him. I mean, if you think about it, they stole the election from a sitting president. That's, I always say coup, but the word coup, I don't think it's accurate enough. They just walked in and took it away from him. That is a legendary thing. He didn't.
Bro hitting the angry black man line not even 5 minutes into the debate. He did do that, but also calling this a debate is really funny. If you think like in debates, they just kiss midway through, because I suspect that this is going to, maybe they won't actually directly have their lips touch one another, but the vibes wise, it will seemingly look like that. It will feel like
he's
that.
angry now. They're all angry, the Democrats, if you think.
That's true. Okay, they did do that in the VP debate.
He's angry. They're both angry. But no, I watched that last week, and I think he spoke down to black men. I thought it was terrible the way he spoke to them.
You think it's effective? You think he still carries the same stick as he did, maybe 8 years ago or 12 years ago?
No, I don't think it is. No, I don't think he does. I think people have gotten smart, and no, I don't believe he does at all. I hadn't seen him. He's changed a lot. Visually, he's changed. I like to say visually as opposed to from the look standpoint, because, of course, looks don't matter anymore in politics, You say looks don't matter. It doesn't make any difference, because we want to be politically correct, but they do matter. But he's changed. His look has changed, actually, quite a bit. I haven't seen him in a long time.
Damn, he used so many words to just say Obama got old as shit, dude. Also, he is the drone king. He's a deportation king, but he's significantly better looking than Donald Trump. Like, not even a fucking question. So on that front, it's like kind of wild to be like, Obama, the thing that he is bad at is looking good. He does not look good.
By the way, Rob, I think that's even 4 years ago. I think it's even more than it is
Well,
today.
no, but the statement he just made was a couple of days ago. And
it was a couple of days ago. And it's similar to the statement he made back in 2012 when he told business owners, you didn't build that. Remember when he said that? I don't know if you remember that whole comment. I think this is the speech, Rob, if you want to play this.
You got a business. You didn't build that. Somebody else made that happen.
So this becomes a pattern of
communism.
You see a pattern of communism there?
No, I mean, that's basically the view. We didn't do anything.
Right.
Government did it. Somebody did it, but anybody but us.
Do you think this works with the undecided voter? Do you think the undecided voter that's sitting, our audience, they're entrepreneurs, they're small business owners, they're family, they have kids, they want to win, they got dreams, they want to do something. Do you think a message like that from him lands on the business owner, on the undecided voter, on the person that says, you know what, I think he's right, I'm going to go vote for him? Do you think it works?
I think you don't have that many many undecided voters. I think by now you have very strong Trump voters. I don't think you have strong Democrat voters, but I don't think you have strong Kamala voters. What's to vote for? I mean, take a look. She can't do an interview. Has she been in here to do an interview?
No, not yet.
I don't think you'll see her. You know,
She's claiming she's going to go on Rogan.
Well, that'll be interesting. So am I.
I heard.
When is that going to happen? The election is like a day from now. Like there isn't that much time remaining between now and the election. Like how is that? Dude, next week is going to be a content bomb. Holy fuck. Next week's about to be crazy if they do it next week, I suspect. Dude, I'm going to be honest with you. Like, it shouldn't be this way. Let me just explain to you something, okay? It shouldn't be. What I'm about to describe to you is the reality, and it shouldn't be the reality. But I do legitimately think this double Rogan header for Kamala and Donald Trump is going to be significant. And that, to me, is devastating about the future of American politics. I know a lot of people that have brought up in totally random, irrelevant conversations that they are waiting to see what the Joseph Robinette Rogan conversation is going to look like what that podcast is going to look like. That's how stupid the median voter is in general. Okay. Considering the track record of Trump in moments like this versus someone like Kamala Harris, like I can't believe the keys are in the hands of a toe-shaped man who very famously used to deny that the moon landing happened and now has become an anti-vaxxer, like an actual fucking ape man. Oh, you gotta enjoy the show, honestly. You just, if you can't really change the outcome, the trajectory, if you can't do anything about American politics, the least you could do is at least watch the doom and enjoy it as it's happening, I guess.
I think I am. I don't know. I think so. But it'll be interesting. It'll be interesting to see what happens today with Brett Baer. You know, Brett's two people. He can be very nice or he can be himself.
He was tough on you. If he's tough on her the way he was tough on you, he was very tough on you.
He was always nasty to me. And
right.
I don't think he'll be tough on her. I don't think he'll be.
He was wrong.
Fox is a very disappointing thing. During the day, Fox is just terrible.
During the day, Fox is very disappointing. At night, that's when they thrive. That's when I like them. I love it.
David Muir, when he kept interrupting me during the debate and saying false things, like when I said crime is way up, and he said, no.
His beautiful face, David Muir. I hate him. He's nasty, but also beautiful. A handsome man, right? Straight out of Central Casting. I hate him. I hate his stupid face. I want to kiss his lips.
No, crime is down. I said, you're wrong about that. Crime is up.
No, the crime was not up. Crime is down. Why? This is what I mean, okay? Get ready for this. And it will be entirely because of Kamala Harris. If this fucking dipshit wins, I cannot stress this enough. If this fucking dipshit wins, get ready for this for the next 4 years. And it will be entirely the fault of Kamala Harris and her dog shit campaign. Okay? She had every opportunity to win this race. And she still, if she fails, oh my fucking Lord, dude. Every goddamn day of the week, people are going to be saying the absolute worst, most nonsensical horseshit with the seriousness that with the arrogance and seriousness. Oh my God. Oh my fucking God. Oh my God.
Came out that crime is up.
Right.
I mean, to me, that was much nastier than this gentleman. But it was really a study of business. It was a detailed study of business.
You're talking about with the Bloomberg one?
With the Bloomberg.
Right.
And people loved it.
I agree. The tariff one. And the one thing I wanted to show is the following. So you know how you talked about Jerome Powell, what an easy job. You come once a month and he said, we're going to increase the rates.
Greatest job there is.
I think this is the one thing they don't talk about. So Barack Obama got elected November 4th. Okay. Quantitative easing started November 26th.
Right.
And it stayed.
Wait, I wonder if something happened in that time frame. Wait, go back to that. What happened? What happened when Barack Obama was first elected? What was he being elected on? Like, what was he coming off the heels of? I wonder. Nothing, right? I mean, nothing significant happened in 2008, right? No like meltdown of the American economy at all, right? That's like no crisis whatsoever.
26th.
Right.
And it stayed for 8 years until you got elected.
Right.
So if you look at that low, pretty much 0% interest rate,
right,
and then you get elected, right? If you go to January 2016, Rob, for the audience to see that. And then from there, one by one, rates are going up. And then Biden comes in. goes back down to zero to try to save the economy, and then, you know, the rest is obviously history.
Right.
But do you think the average person knows, like, the impact of going to 0%? How much does that positively help the impact when Fed lowers the rates to 0.5 point?
Yeah, it has a huge impact. The power of the Fed is, I think, pretty strong. Some people disagree with it. They think it's overridden by the interest rate climate. But I think the power of the Fed is very strong. It's an interesting graph, actually.
Yeah, it's an interesting graph because you were still president in the graph, but neither of you guys seem to recognize that. Also, what's the argument that the Fed is actually in the pocket of the Democratic establishment? Is that what it is? Like, what are they trying to say here? This is kind of stupid because Donald Trump does want to control the Fed. Like, he directly wants to control it. That is one of the things that he has said. He is running on that. He is saying, like, no, I want to retain full control over it.
This didn't help you. You know, when he says it was...
Well, they didn't use them to help me.
Right.
And Powell, I gave him a hard time because he was raising them. And I was never a big fan of his. He was late and he was early. He was too early and too late, you know. But I had the greatest economy in history. We had the greatest economy in the history of our country. Despite that, you know, this is another thing I can say, despite the fact that they weren't very high, but they were, you know, reasonably high. And despite the rates not being at zero, I had a pretty good, we had a great run.
What is this, brother? It's time. If I had to choose, which would you choose? Harris voters, 43% communism, fascism 11%, Trump voters, fascism 28%, communism 16%. This is actually a noticeable. First of all, what the fuck? 11% of Harris voters said they would choose fascism over communism. But also, this is low. This is low, man. 28% for Trump voters. They're literally voting directly for fascism. At least with Harris voters, like, they're not voting for communism. They're voting for a lighter version of this. But this is directly, you're voting for fascism. It should be 100%. Not that it matters at all, because obviously Americans don't know what either of those words mean. All right.